everybody. I'm just enjoying a little Mavi juice. It's not beer. Everybody knows I don't drink. Check in with us. We're going live at 3 p.m. So that's 2 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Talk to y'all soon. It's about to pull up to the Keller Williams office. So we're going to go in there. We got to get everything together. So just giving you a little prequel before we get in there. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. I have my lovely partner, the president of HACASAS, el presidente, taking the film. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Bien. All right, everybody, we got here. We're at Keller Williams. So we had some technical difficulties. We're gonna get back to you soon. I'm sorry we couldn't upload the live feed, but we'll put this up on the YouTube video later, and we'll keep thinking on live. The reception is not so great out here, but the weather's beautiful. We'll talk to you soon. Hey everybody, sorry we had some technical difficulties. Tell everybody about yourself.
Hi, my name is José Francisco González. I'm from Keller Williams, Puerto Rico. We are hosting today HACASAS. Just got together for me to explain to them all the opportunities we have available for investors here in the island.
So first off, when we first got here, there's a lot of lay of the land. Is there anything you could tell us about, how big Puerto Rico is, the cities, anything like that for investors?
Yeah, it's 100 by 35 miles. We have 3.4 people as far as population. It is pretty small. For short-term vacation rental, like the business that you are planning on bringing here in Puerto Rico, we mostly serve the coast because everyone is looking for the beautiful beaches and great location and the warm weather. So that's why we will be showing you around these specific locations by the beach.
Okay, where are we right now?
We are in San Juan, a bit inland in the border with Guaynabo. We are about 10 minutes from Old San Juan, Condado, and maybe 15 minutes from the airport.
Okay, so San Juan is probably the most popular place.
It is.
We like to call it New York City for America. San Juan is basically that place. It's where all the action is, nightlife, everybody goes there.
Definitely.
And we're 10 minutes from there right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and now for the people who are watching, why would somebody want to invest in Puerto Rico, or how could they invest, if that makes sense?
Well, there's a lot of opportunities going on right now. There is Act 2022, among other different laws that actually attract investors from the United States to see Puerto Rico as a business opportunity. For example, I can very briefly mention you get property taxes incentives, and you also get capital gain tax incentives. There are other alternatives. For example, we have what we call CDBG, which is a joint effort between the local housing department and the federal Department of Housing. They are bringing billions of dollars into the island for reconstruction and for also housing units. So a lot of developers from the States are looking into this opportunity and actually investing into those type of residential projects and developments here in the island.
All right, awesome. Just so you know, if anybody has any questions, you can feel free to read them off.
Reconnecting. There we go.
Okay.
So Miguel's in, Ja Prince is in, Han just joined.
All right, let's go on.
CEO of The Rock, 84 joined.
Okay.
RC also
All
joined.
Right. All of those guys are all investors, most of them are partners. And if anybody has any questions, feel free. Jose was just kind of explaining the lay of the land about how bigger investments go. So you want to tell us about how that goes with the bigger buildings?
Well, we have horizontal property laws here, which works as a condo. And basically, there is that property is being under review as we speak, particularly to better understand all of these vacation rental platforms like Airbnb and HomeAway, in order for them to be integrated into these communities without bigger problems. They have been around for like maybe 4 or 5 years, and there has been a little bit of complaints from residential condos with these platforms. However, the government is making sure that the residents, owners, and vacation rental platforms can both integrate and work well within any condo or community. So we are actually evaluating that right now. I believe it's going to be an excellent opportunity for these platforms to develop and grow here in the island.
All right, awesome. So we're going to look into various options. We're going to look into buildings. We're going to look into condominiums. It seems like the co-op situation might develop because of the Airbnb, if I'm correct.
Yes.
So we don't want to buy anything that's going to disrupt current residents. And we also don't want to buy something in an oversaturated market, but we also don't want to buy something in an underdeveloped area either, where we're not going to be able to get the type of traffic that we want. Everything we're going to do may not be necessarily Airbnb, but it's definitely on the table. And from what I heard, it sounds like Airbnb is here to stay in Puerto Rico.
It is here to stay. It is a great business opportunity. Many people are taking advantage of it. Not only investors from the States, but actual local entrepreneurs are also really looking into property. So it has been great for real estate, and we are committed and willing in this effort to come back from the disaster after Hurricane Maria.
Mixed Tax asks, are there many buyers coming in from the States now post-hurricane? And how's the infrastructure, for example, water, electric?
Yeah, the electricity has been pretty much stable for a few months back. Water was not a big issue here. So both services, primary utilities are back in function. The highways are slowly getting repaired. You can get a feeling when you drive around. The airport, medical facilities, they have all been getting back in shape. And there is also a initiative for preparing ourselves better for the future hurricanes, which is our case. We live in the tropics. This is beautiful, and every 5 or so often years, we get hit by a hurricane. We never got hit by such an aggressive Category 5 hurricane. So for us, this was like, we don't need to get prepared. However, this, showed us a lesson, and we have learned from it. We're ready for the next.
Right, great question, Mix. And anybody else?
Well, RC says, shout out to Villa Carolina, calle 82 y 80. And then, so Mix has another question. How do the markets compare from East Coast of the island to the West Coast?
They are very different. They are very, very different. The East Coast, where San Juan is located, that's where we are right now. It's mostly high-end and strictly vacational, particularly the Condado and Isla Verde area. The West Coast is more laid back. Lots of locals travel to the West Coast for the weekend. They have second properties in the West Coast, and they just travel. It's basically a 3-hour drive, so it's not that far. It's right in between close and a long drive. So it's very relaxed. It's like a different time zone down there. Right. It's very nice.
It's comparable. If you wanted to make it like the States, it's kind of like Cali. It's the West Coast, a little laid back. That's what surfing is.
Yes, lots of surfing going on.
And where we are in San Juan is more East Coast. It's more high speed. We've been here a couple of days. We haven't felt any effects of the storm. I've been here several times. It feels the same. Businesses booming. Everybody's outside. The weather's beautiful. The food's still great. So
always.
Yeah, the food's always great, right? Mm-hmm. So if there's any more questions before you go with the questions, can you make sure you invite certain people? There's like 20 people who are like, I need to make sure I'm there. Girlfriends Connected. At the bottom right, you press share. Invite Girlfriends Connected. Make sure Tropicalis is on there. Iron Media. If I'm going fast, no problem. Everybody from FRP TV, shout out to them. Nova Cash. These are certain people we're doing interviews with.
Okay.
So they're like, why do you get to my platform? So I want to make sure I show love to everybody who shows love to us. And while Iris is sharing out the messages to get some more people in, before, what were we talking about? was it? It was about investing. It wasn't the 2022 was.
The 2022 is the main investment laws that they came up with back in 2012 to attract pretty much U.S. investors to coming into the island. And a lot of investors have grabbed the opportunity and they have established themselves here. Basically, you need to live in Puerto Rico or establish residency for at least 180 days of the calendar year.
That's something that we have as far as for you guys, as far as investors, and that's how the union benefits one another. Now, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just want to clarify this one point. So, if you try to invest individually, you'd have to be here 180 days out of the year just to get this going and to take advantage of this benefit. But through us as a collective, we only have to do it one time for all of our properties, and that's something that we can get done for all of our investors. I'm sorry, you can clarify. I just know what they want as far as like the questions on live, and that was one of the key things because so many people want to invest. The problem with most people is that they just don't have somebody on the ground. Okay. Everybody loves Puerto Rico, but it's like, how am I going to manage this? How am I going to do that?
It's pretty simple. You basically go through an attorney's office.
Right.
We work close with an attorney office who've been serving our clients. And once you have the attorney, the real estate agent, and also if you need the property management company
that'll be us.
to take care of it, you're good to go.
Exactly. So we have all of that we're going to provide for you. We have Jose. He's very knowledgeable. We're going to look at some properties. We're going to look at some prices. If you're interested in seeing where they are, how much they are, whatever is the layout, send us a message as always. We're going to take some more questions. Everybody's good for now? So unless there's anything else you want to share, we're going to get down to the actual numbers and seeing what we're going to take a look at. But thank you everybody for the live. Jose, as you finish with anything you want to say?
Well, thank you for visiting us. I'm sure you'll love it down here. Any questions you might have, please let me know. I'm here to help you out, guys.
Miguel asks, are there any differences between how the process is handled on the island versus the States, the title, closing, mortgage, etc.?
No, there is no problem. There is no difference. You go through a mortgage loan
the application process.
There's a title insurance.
You do appraisal.
You do the appraisal before all that. The local bank, if you decide to qualify yourself and do the mortgage through a local bank, the closing will be taking place in the bank. Okay. That's the only one.
And I would just want to clarify something for Makes Tax. Just comparing Puerto Rico to the states doesn't really work because individually each state has different rules and different sanctions. So sometimes when we're doing a closing in Texas, there might be something different than there might be in New York. For example, in New York, it's a requirement that you put down 10% of the purchase price. Whereas in the state of Texas, in order to make a deal happen, all you have to do is put down $500. So there are differences even within the states. So I'm sure that there might be certain things, but that's something that I didn't know. This is our first time purchasing in Puerto Rico, so we're going to learn. But we have qualified gentlemen, shout out to Keller Williams, shout out to the Miles Group. If Jesse's not on there, send Jesse an invitation, send Coach Wilson an invitation. They're also some of our... And we'll be at some closings soon. You guys watch this, look, Instagram, let everybody know how to find you on social media.
Well, on social media, you can find me under my name, José Francisco González, agent at Keller Williams, Puerto Rico. On Instagram is the same. I also have a Twitter account by the same, KW Puerto Rico. And you can go into our website, which is ghomes.com. Right. And you can see the inventory of individual residences.
And we'll make sure we have all of that on the video. It won't be on the live, but if you follow us or if you go on our live feed today, you'll see we tag closing in every post. Yeah. And he showed us so much love since we've been out here. He's really been a gentleman. We didn't expect any less. And that's basically the vibe out here in Puerto Rico.
Absolutely.
I love the vibe. It's one of my favorite places. I love being home. So unless anybody else has questions.
Tropical Liz is hitting you with a lot of hearts right now.
So Tropical Liz, thank you for the love. We love her back. And thank you. Buenos dias. All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it was great.
Yeah.